Okay, welcome back to FTL. Today we're going to be playing through with the crystal ship, the Bravais. I have to admit I'm cheating a little bit here and using an edited save file that has this unlocked because I've never managed to unlock it. And I've put over 100 hours into the game at this point. I've heard stories of people who have played over 200 and still never unlocked this ship. The quest to do it is both random in nature and depends on a very specific sequence of map layouts in order to unlock it. You have to get 3 sectors in just the right order, and even then still find a couple, random quest points. So unlocking this the normal way really seems kind of like winning the lottery. With that said, I've never played it before. I briefly looked at like the wiki for it, but I don't actually remember anything I read, so I have no idea what this ship does. So this will be a completely blind run. Let's give it a shot. Got 2 human crew members and 2 crystal crew members. Put a human in the weapons bay, and then my crystal guys can just man these for now. We've got these interesting crystal weapons. It looks like they automatically pierce shields, which is pretty cool. And I'm not sure. I feel like I read that one of them uses ammo, but I might be misremembering that. Anyway, we'll see. We can spare some fuel for these guys. Got a quest to do at the end of the sector over there. And let's see how this thing does in a fight. I'm gonna wait for my weapons to fully charge before I fire them, because I just want to see what they do. Let's see what this crystal H1 does. Shoots a crystal, okay. Looks like this one fires too. Alright, that's neat. I'm not exactly sure. This one is like a heavy laser, this one is like a burst laser 1. And they pierce shields. I can see why they made this so hard to unlock. This seems like it could be pretty overpowered. Especially because they don't take too much power and they seem to fire pretty quickly. Could go ahead and buy drone control already, but it seems kind of boring. I think I'd rather upgrade my shields instead. Forward scout. This guy shouldn't be too tough to deal with. You know what? There's no reason to target their shielding. Wow, both of those missed. Okay. There we go. One thing I do remember is that the crystal weapons are technically projectile weapons, even though they don't use ammunition. So defense drones will shoot them down. And I can see how that might be an issue. So we'll see how we deal with that. With the Crystal Vengeance augment, which means that every time we take a hit, there's a 10% chance that it will basically do some splash damage to the enemy ship. You haven't seen it in action yet, but that sounds like it might be neat. And we get a free wave beam. Oh my goodness. Alright, I do want to check out that quest, and we're pretty well armed, so I'm going to risk fighting the rebel fleet just to finish that up. Fire shouldn't be too hard to deal with. Let's take the cargo for ourselves, actually. And with that, it's time to dodge the rebel fleet a couple times. See how this ship does against something with 2 levels of shielding. I'm gonna wait and fire both my weapons at once. Does okay, actually. Crystal weapons seem to function exactly like lasers that simply happen to pierce shields. Since these guys can't really seem to hurt me, there's really no reason not to destroy them and get the 1 fuel. Although for this fight, unless I can take down their shields from this next volley, I may just jump away. Save a little bit of time. Definitely overpowered for the early game. I'm not sure how useful they'll be later on, but for the time being, these are kind of silly. No luck there. Could use another crew member. Seems silly to pass up on a mantis, even if I'm not going to use him for anything at the moment. Yeah, these weapons coupled with like an Ion Blast 2 would just be broken. That's a pretty good deal, but I'd rather have the extra scrap that I get from destroying these guys. Oh, there's a crew teleporter. I can certainly make use of that. Once again, the quest marker is way out of the way. Although this seems like a good opportunity to try out that teleporter I just picked up. So let's see if we can disable their engines and then board them. Alright, should put one more shot into them just to make sure they don't jump away on me. Although I think we'll be able to kill that guy in time. Cut it a little close, but got a nice weapon out of that. care of it. I'm going to try and board these guys again, too. Oh, they have a defense room. Probably going to have to pull out my boarding party. Yeah, that's not a fight. Really hope that doesn't hit this room. Oh, and there you can see the shard coming off to hit that ship. It's a neat little bonus effect, I guess. Up that hull breach and then get everybody healed up. And we get a reward for dropping off those supplies. It's time to make some upgrades. More doors would be good. And I think that'll do for now. Just gonna hold off on that engine upgrade. I don't really need it at the moment. I gotta admit, I can understand why they made this ship so hard to unlock, but I really wish it weren't because it's a lot of fun to play. Alright, we are ready to move on to the next sector, which will be where we start off in the next video. So I'll catch you guys then.